Now, this is significant. The man charged in the 1996 shooting death of rap icon Tupac Shakur made his first court appearance today.
Now, this comes after police arrested the suspect on Friday near his home in Henderson, Nevada. 60-year-old Duane Davis, a self-described gang member, has been indicted on one count of murder with use of a deadly weapon. He's repeatedly proclaimed he played a role in the drive-by shooting of Tupac Shakur nearly 3 decades ago.
The rapper was shot 4 times, and he was only 25 years old after attending a prize fight in Las Vegas. He died in a hospital a week after being gunned down. CBS News correspondent Elise Preston joins us now from Las Vegas. Elise, you were in the courtroom for Duane Davis's hearing. Tell us about what happened, considering this is someone who's already written a book, spoken on podcasts about what he knew and his involvement in this incident. So what stood out to you?
Well, it has been a long time coming, 27 years, as you said. And as you mentioned, Davis has been very vocal. He wrote a book. He's done several interviews, especially in recent years, about his connection to the death. I can tell you that hearing was so quick. He walked in. He was by himself. He did not have an attorney. He has retained an attorney, but the attorney wasn't with him in court today. So the judge continued the case for another 2 weeks. So he will return to court October 19th. He wasn't even arraigned. It was so quick, which is kind of odd when you think about that this was 27 years in the making.
Yeah, it was 27 years in the making, Elise, but Davis has been public about this for a while. First of all, how does that factor into what prosecutors are trying to do now? But also, why are they moving now as opposed to earlier when he first started saying these things?
Well, you know, the DA held a press conference immediately after the hearing, and I asked the DA, this is such a high-profile case that has, this is 27 years after the shooting death of Tupac Shakur. Do you think that because of all that, that will impact the prosecution moving forward? He said that while all of this has been high profile, they needed time to really build the case where they think that they could get the conviction. So they feel that now they do have the evidence to move forward to not only arrest Davis, but they are confident that they will have a conviction. They said that 27 years later, it does make things a little tricky. It does pose a few challenges, but they think that they have built a strong case that we will see play out in the months to come.
And tell us more about that, Elise. If it's 27 years to get to this point of this hearing, what happens next?
So Davis will be back in court October 19th. He will appear alongside his attorney. We do know that that'll happen in 2 weeks. And then we will hear more about the prosecution's case. They did unseal an indictment Friday, we're told, and we have heard Davis in interviews say that he was in that car that pulled up next to Tupac Shakur the night he was shot 4 times. So he has been very vocal about his involvement. We will see exactly what the prosecution is saying. This is what we can now say that we can pin it on. We've also started to see more pictures, more videos come to light. Mind you, this started that night after they went to the Mike Tyson fight here in Vegas. There was a fight in the MGM Grand Casino where in surveillance video we do see Tupac Shakur punch the nephew of Duane Davis, who has since passed away. Orlando Anderson, he passed away in 1998. So a lot of the people who were connected to the shooting, they have since passed. Duane Davis is still alive. He is 60. And as we know, he's been very vocal about his involvement, and we'll see all of that play out in this case.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Elise, that there's been such speculation about what happened, why for so long, a young man taken too soon. We'll see as this unfolds what we all find out. Elise Preston for us in Vegas. Thank you very much.